Welcome to part 9 of the Surge in-depth guide walkthrough stream. My nickname or Twitch name is Losarius Rex. And I am here to show you how to have an easier time at in the Surge. So, the easiest way to play the Surge is to have all the DLCs, and in order to do that, you would want to buy them first. You can play just the base game, but you will be having a hard time, and harder time to be honest. And you most likely will only be able to handle until NG plus 4. NG plus 5 to NG plus 10, however, you're going to have difficulty without the DLCs, because the scaling of the enemy difficulty will increase by leaps and bounds, forcing you to farm a lot more and limiting you with just 36 implant slots. So you don't really need to worry about that if you just want to finish the game. But like I said, this is a in-depth guide containing all the DLCs, so you're going to have to skip the other parts that include the DLCs and then just go straight through the base game parts under-leveled and without the implants that I'm using right now. So without further ado, quick recap of what we did, or what I did during the last episode or part 8. I completed the R&D area, so now all we have to do is go all the way back to central production. And before we do that, we've unlocked the 7th episode of the Good, the Bad, and the Augmented. And we just need to go over there and farm gear, not to wear, but to upgrade the ones that we are currently wearing. So we've unlocked until episode 5, so we have to progress through the first 2 episodes before we reach episode 7. So this will be a quick,
I call it symbiotic freeloading.
It'll be a quick episode because like I said, the first 3 episodes are the hardest, in that you need to finish them to unlock the shortcuts. 4, 5, 6 all the way to 9, the shortcuts are already unlocked and you just need to access them. The only difference is that the enemies change and increase in terms of difficulty, so you're just gonna have to make sure you are good and ready before you fight them, or make sure you are familiar with them enough to fight them without having to take damage. So like I said, we're going to make use of the Leech modifier, which enables you to steal life every time you hit, which is also applied to the enemies that you're fighting. So make sure you hit more and get hit less. And Danger Close, dying enemies to drop power cores, which we can use to our advantage to set traps, making the areas a lot easier. We're going to avoid the others because right now we are not really looking forward to getting the rewards, mainly because this one's only useful in the next playthrough, not in this playthrough, for many reasons. Basically it's overkill and it costs way too much core power to equip, around 40 core power, which we do not have the implant slots nor the core power level to spare. So we're going to make use of this 2 modifiers to get through to episode 7. The implants that we are using, we have skipped all the injectables, so no injectables. Basically we are focusing on energy building, passives such as increasing the defense when your energy is high, and as well as increasing your stamina regeneration by 30% when your energy is high enough, as well as the Vital Omni Audit, which displays the health bar, health and stability bars of enemies, as well as giving you HP, in this case 67, the Plasmic Omni Boost version 1, which gives us a flat boost to all three attributes, which is health, stamina, and energy, and basically overall survivability, and this will help us get through the levels a lot easier. So without further ado, let's start the 5th episode. Let's hope I don't get Warren killed. So let's start. Frontier Reaches. Frontier Reaches. This is the pressure plate stage. So I'm gonna want to like stand on this here pressure plate, killing the enemies as they... There is an advanced strategy to this stage that we won't be making use of right now because we don't have that much energy. We can let the enemy actually step on the pressure plate and we can keep him there, but we don't have the health nor the energy to maintain him in this area. So we have to like make sure we don't get killed. We can like set the trap.
Yes, you're exactly what I want.
So we are focusing on finishing the level, so it's okay to like okay, I'm gonna need to like focus a bit. Where's the other guy? So we're just standing here because that guy isn't moving. He's moving now, and now we attack. And get out of the way before it explodes. We can set up the trap here. I think that was the last guy though. Oh no, there's one more. Coming from the left.
Once again,
But we're done.
did what he does best.
Even if we're done, we're still going to try and kill him. Hurts. So we unlock the shortcut, so we can just go straight
again,
through here.
Warren did what he does best.
Then the second and last room. To unlock the gate, we deal with the box robot. Generate our stamina. Far away. Target ahead. Watch out for the guy that's coming from behind.
Damn, what a guy.
Set up the trap. Set up this trap. another trap. And we're done. We won't need to return there. We just need to like kill this particular box robot to unlock the shortcut. So as you can see, if he damages you, he gains life. You have to be very careful to not let that happen. Sometimes when you're autopilot, you might accidentally press this button. Make sure you don't, because that will close the shortcut.
Warren had a reputation for taking the way of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse.
Now we're
Cowboy
basically
cut
done with the episode.
again.
Just need to fight the boss and then we cleared the entire episode. Oh, we can fight the liquidators. The later robot to take damage. Done.
That's for more, cowpoke. True grit, but no wit. That's my boy.
So as you can see, we're dealing not a lot of damage. We're gonna try to just stack the whole enemy without locking on to a specific part, which is actually doing less damage. So in this case, we switch to the negotiator. So we picked up one of the Frontier set pieces, which is the not really the set piece, more of the schematic. So these are Spirit Animal is the example of Frontier sets, and once you craft all the pieces of a particular Frontier set, in this case Spirit Animal, the Spirit Animal set, you will be rewarded with a new jumpsuit.
Words left a lasting impression. Mad Doc, avenge me!
So we're done with episode 5. We can bank the death trap for now. And proceed to the next episode.
Careful now, that TNT is a mighty... Barrel chamber assembly initiated.
So this is a little bit more straightforward and a lot easier the last time we've been here. We kill this guy first. And then we kill this guy second. So apparently they already dropped Tungsten Mark 4, so we can start farming them right away. Now we can access the shortcut.
Warren had a reputation for taking the way of least resistance.
You actually want to take care of the guy first.
Ouch! That'll leave a mark.
Take care of this dude first. that, I think we're done. This allows us to get a major damage boost. Ow.
Yes! You're exactly what I needed. Once again, Warren did what he does best. Sometimes, Warren wondered if he had become desensitized to death after all this senseless killing. His enemy would have asked himself the same question, but he was long gone.
Now we can check whether we can upgrade the weapon. And the other weapon. Don't want to use a nano course yet. Just keep that there. We're almost done.
Barrel chamber assembly initiated.
So we got both arms to Mark IV, we just need the head, body, and legs.
The town had been taken over by bandits and villains who'd killed the previous residents mercilessly. It was a local tradition. This town's hell on earth. Mayhaps it wasn't the best day to drop by. Next time, try the weekend. Warren had a reputation for taking the way of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse, the cowboy cut late again.
Now I'm going to show you a very
Well, I suppose the one thing I can rely on is that
very
I can't
important
rely on
implant
you. We gotta work on
in this area. Okay, this is very dangerous.
Strange, the cowboy exclaimed, realizing too late that he was talking to himself.
So now that you killed those two,
The passengers
use the
scream their
bridge
hearts.
here to drop
But
down
there's nobody
the sledge,
around.
break these boxes, and you get the aggression amplifier version 4, which is the strongest of its kind, giving you 40% health gain whenever you perform a execution. 40% of your maximum health. You don't even need two of them. 40% is more than enough.
Something was off. Dangerously off. Murderously off. Warren's blood ran cold.
So I'm gonna try to get that
The
back.
cursed train track made his flesh crawl so much, his goosebumps were getting goosebumps of their own.
It fell off there. But it's not worth it. can use a shortcut here.
And so, our erstwhile cowboy fled the scene of the crime, his heart pounded with terror. Maybe I should have avenged the murdered passengers, he thought. Maybe you really are the one. There can be only one hero.
So we need to get body parts and leg. Something we haven't farmed yet.
I call it symbiotic freeloading. Peril chamber assembly initiated.
So we're gonna be making use of the laser to help whittle down their body part. Time to check. Yeah, we need a leg part.
Incredibly authentic-looking cowboys are out to shoot you right through the heart. reputation for taking the way of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse, the cowboy cut corners. Late again? Well, I suppose the one thing I can rely on is that I can't rely on you. We gotta work on that, champ.
He actually fell to his death, which I'm kind of okay with. Okay, this is bad. Very bad.
Look out! Whoops! Too late. Sorry!
So yeah, sometimes, especially in that particular instance, we would want the concussive instead of the laser drone. His reach is crazy. I'm dying here.
That was just vile! Yes! The new marshal! This town's hell on earth. Mayhaps it wasn't the best day to drop by. Next time, try the weekend. You really are the one. Warren had a reputation for taking the way of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse, the cowboy cut corners. Jumping Jehoshaphat, you're a psycho!
So yeah, this time we're going to be making use of the concussive drone. That isn't good. Run over by the oh fuck!
Have a way with technology, do
Fuckity fuck fuck! One last shot. This is getting way more difficult. What the fuck was that?
I'm almost impressed.
I'm not even getting the mark that I need. Finally. Why is it targeting the bomb?
This town's hell on earth. Mayhaps it wasn't the best day to drop by. Next time, try the weekend.
I was hoping to set up a trap and it backfired. Then managed to fail the cut.
Warren had a reputation for
Getting
taking
horrible
the way
luck.
of least resistance. Feeling neither shame nor remorse, the cowboy cut.
We can try something else. We can try the magnet.
Late again?
So what I'm hoping would be
is that I can't
the magnet
rely
will
on
pull him
you. We gotta
in
work on that, Jam.
so that we can focus on him without having to deal with the second guy. This is a lot better actually. So the same thing with this guy. I'm gonna pull him in as well.
Whoa, Nelly! One
almost
step
fell
at a
off.
time, cowboy.
So this is the moment of truth. So we're gonna try to slow him down. This is way too quick for us. Okay, fuck that dude. Try to get this guy. stay there. Good. That's what we want. We want you to get hit by the train. A lot better.
And so, our erstwhile cowboy fled the scene of the crime, his heart pounded with terror. Maybe I should have avenged the murdered passengers. Back for more, cowpoke! True grit, but no wit. That's my boy!
Wow. We're off to a very horrible start. Very horrible start. Okay, somehow picking up. Sometimes the drone doesn't work when you want it to work. Huh, made it. Somehow.
Yes! The new Marshal! Maybe. Just maybe.
Now we level up a bit. By a bit, I mean a lot. Perfect. Well, kinda. Okay, now let's go back to central production, and I'm gonna call it at the central production area. Also, I'll show you where to get the Iron Mouse armor set. So we don't really need to fight these guys. This is the way back to R&D. So if you still recall, this was the area that was guarded by the 2 security guards before. The Carab guy there, we just easily finish him off with the Mark IV weapon upgrade that we got. This is where we get the Iron Mouse armor. Now, a little bit of info with the mouse set. If you equip one piece, you immediately equip the entire piece. If you unequip one piece, you immediately unequip the entire piece. So keep that in mind when you plan on using it. Also, as soon as you get it, it's automatically Mark II, so you don't need to craft it or upgrade it to Mark 1. So you just need 3 more upgrade levels. And each armor piece does not cost a single core power to equip. So it's very good in terms of like giving you more core power allotment for implants. The bad part about it is it has 0 elemental defense. So it's pretty bad, especially later on when you're fighting nanite enemies that do a lot of elemental damage. A couple of hits from the boss and you're pretty much dead, no matter how high your health is. So it's not that good in terms of fighting the boss. You can do a challenge run though. Try not to get hit. No damage run. So yeah, that's a quick explanation regarding the Iron Mouse set. Furthermore, the gear set bonus. Wearing a full set of Iron Mouse gear causes your drone's anti-kinetic shield to also greatly increase your stability. This is funny, because at this point in the game you don't have access to the anti-kinetic shield yet. So it's basically letting you know that there is another drone, spoiling you the chance to discover it for yourself. And without the anti-kinetic shield, it's pretty much a mediocre armor set. Even with the anti-kinetic shield, however, you are still pretty weak to elemental damage. So be careful when using this. It's a very situational armor set, that's for sure. And not that it's bad, it's just that it's just really useful in some situations and really horrible in other situations. So now we go back to the well-balanced Liquidator gear set. So now we got the head piece of the Gorgon. Just need the leg, arm, and body. Or rather, we need the arm, the leg and the body. This guy has the body. I'm gonna see if we can unlock the nanocore core circuit here. Kind of have a decent core power level from farming at the DLC, and yes, we can. So now we can upgrade the Ignis to Mark V, but not yet any. We're not gonna upgrade any of the armor pieces yet because we're going to use the Asclepius to beat the game. In my opinion, the best armor piece in the entire game, as well as the Peacekeeper, which is the best staff in the entire game. So, we need to make sure that we are using just a few of the drones, namely these three. Just need the leg piece. Where the fuck is it? It fell down there. That's the definition of shitty luck. The reason why we're going through here is because we're hoping for another Gorgon. And we're gonna get the Plasmic Array version 4, which appears after we come back from R&D. So not a Gorgon exactly, but good fodder for our drone. That was horrible. That was extremely horrible. Oh great, this is very bad. We're gonna try and retrieve the dex trap before we end up dying here. Whew.
With us once again.
Move on, worker. The area is not safe. I recommend...
No argument from me. I need to heal up anyway.
This is not a scheduled break time.
You're back.
So we're gonna craft the head, chest piece, and leg part of the Gorgon to give to Irina. Then I'll probably call it. Where the fuck is... Oh, here. First the head piece. And the body. Then lastly the leg.
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out
They
for
think they're
you.
so high and mighty. Yeah, I hope you're reading this, you tossers.
Let's also upgrade the
Echelon 9, what a joke.
English. That's not the English. Here it is.
You think they'd share some info out of professional courtesy, but no, classified. Bunch of butt munchers. I'm telling you, it's goddamn ridiculous. We're all doing the same job, right?
It's nothing personal. They need me. We have to clear...
Hey,
No, I'm okay. There's so much going on. Like it's out of control. Sometimes I feel like I can't hear...
so
I would have thought... Speaking, if I show up with only half...
believe what you will, but I don't think you're on their team.
Why? I'm... I mean, yes, I appreciate your concerns, or at least I will be. Damn, help. And did I lose my leg and body? Please, I don't have...
So if you give her,
And even if...
if you give her her armor pieces,
I can't.
Well,
she's gonna show up in a later area with the strongest or second strongest stuff in the game. Depends on how you look at it.
Perfect.
don't know what... Thanks.
Try that.
Thank you.
Here. I
Thanks. You just spared me a...
have to go now.
I will.
So we gave her everything. Now we can see our checkpoint.
Do you require assistance,
Also, there will
Warren?
be a new bloodhound over there. You can farm
Good
the
to see
bloodhound
you.
and come back here as much as you want. Oh yeah,
Won't forget your help out there.
the conclusion to Joe's quest.
How are you?
I thought it checks. That's tell.
Somebody's out to kill you, Hobbs. You know that? Name of Joe.
Yeah. What had that Joe and I
believe you.
Calm down. It's not.
I ain't a murderer. Joe can't know. She weren't there. Hank and Eve on me. No, first sound he made, and Hank grabbed him, and they were almost on us, and Mickey just dropped.
It's okay.
Take care, Hobbs.
Easy for you to say. Nobody's after your head.
Please remember, safety at work is our highest priority and should be yours. This is not a scheduled break time.
And with that, we are going to call it. Wait, we have to talk to her, I think.
I'm so glad I can't think. This we
What if they do know about?
this company was we need to. It's been in lock.
What?
Come on,
You ever?
no, do you? Well, if it
Fine.
but now that and it leads to.
Fabulous.
I know.
All right.
Be safe out.
Okay, I'm gonna call it. And that's all for part 9. Part 10 will involve fighting the Black Cerberus and hopefully making it through to the nucleus. And then part 10 will probably involve getting through episodes 8 and 9 and fighting the last boss. So let's hope just takes 2 more parts, total of 2 more hours, and the game's done. We are pretty much done with the game, as evident with the fact that we are already at the 7th episode. So there are only 9 episodes of the Good, the Bad, and the Augmented. So we're pretty much 70 to 80% done with the game. Although there will be a lot of backtracking once we obtain the item that will allow us to open the security doors, but we really don't need to do that. You can do that like if you really want to, but the implants found in the DLC makes us not really need. We don't really need to backtrack because the implants that we're going to return to are not that good compared to the DLC implants. So, although yeah, there are audio logs and earlier access to the enemies, but after fighting the Black Cerberus, the next area is pretty much accessible if you know where to go. So, I don't know, we might backtrack like just to see what we might miss. But for example, one of the security doors in Resolve Biolabs contains a red X cable, which is very much inferior to the purple X cable that is available in the DLC. And besides that particular implant, you just, you know, have a bunch of Black Cerberus to fight. So yeah, if you don't have the DLCs, it's very much recommended to backtrack once you get these access to the security doors and farm as much as you want, get the implants. But if you have the DLCs, backtracking is not really, you know, it's not really recommended unless you want to get all the trophies, which, you know, I really don't feel like it's that important. Although yeah, I got all the trophies in another save file, but we'll see. Maybe if we have enough time, we will also tackle the security doors and those areas that require you to open them. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'm kinda tired, and we'll resume the next part of the walkthrough maybe tomorrow or a bit later. Have fun, enjoy the rest of your day, and take care. Bye bye.